Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So moving on, we're moving on to the sixth and the final type of phrase. So before we move on, a quick recap. So what the phrase is? What's a phrase? First of all, a phrase is an extension of a noun. And the first type of phrase are those which match in Arab, which are conjunctive phrase. What are the two parts of conjunctive phrase? Harfu atf and ma'atuf alayhi and ma'atuf. What comes first? Ma'atuf alayhi, then the harfu atf, then the ma'atuf. The second type of phrase that match in Arab is the appositive phrase, the mubdal minhu and the badal. Okay? Then after that we call these match in Arab. Then the ones that match in dingi, everything. These are the descriptive phrase, the man'ud and the na'at, and the ismul ishara and the musharun ilay, which are called the demonstrative phrase. Then the ones that don't match with the mudaf and mudaf ilay. And how you describe them? The buddies, super buddies, and the naughty enemies. Okay? Correct. Now we're moving on to prepositional phrases. What are we discussing? Prepositional phrase. What is a prepositional phrase? A prepositional phrase is that phrase which shows time or place. What does it show? Time or place. For example, in the masjid. What does in the masjid show? Which is time or place? Place. Before salah, time or place? Time. These two show what? What do these two show? Time and place. So what are they called? Prepositional phrase. What are these two called? The prepositional phrase. Okay? And in Arabic, what do you call a prepositional phrase? The shibhul jumla. What's it called? The shibhul jumla. So a prepositional phrase shows what? Time or place. And this is called shibhul jumla. Again, a prepositional phrase shows time or place and it's called a shibhul jumla. Are you following? Okay. Now, in English, it's one type of prepositional phrase. Yes? Anything that has a preposition before it, and you will learn this in school: before, after, in, on, upon, with. All of those kind of words are called prepositions. In Arabic, however, we have to split them. They do the same job. In Arabic, they do what? They do the same thing. We have the A team and the B team. What do we have? The A team and the B team. You have like the first reserves, the first team and the reserve team. In football, you have the main 11 and the reserve team, or the youth team and the main team. So in the prepositions, we have two types of. We have the A team and the B team. Okay, you following me? What's the A team? The A team is the asma team, meaning what? Nouns. What happens then? They both do the same job, but they're made differently. So the prepositions are how many teams? Two teams. One team is where the preposition in Arabic is a noun. What is it? A noun. So the prepositions are how many types? Two types. The A team and the B team. The A team of prepositions are those words. So you have two words, and the first word is always going to be a noun. And it comes as what? A mudaf. Let me explain this again. Okay? Look at these words here. These are prepositions. Even on the next page, forget. Oh, okay, right. So even here, right? So all of these words are what? Prepositions. What do they show? Time or place. In front. Let's look at the English for now. In front, after, between, amongst, under, behind, above, before, with, around. These all show what? Time or place, kind of. Yes? And these words are all nouns. What are they? They're all nouns. So the prepositional phrase, the shibhul jumla. Let's say here, shibhul jumla. The shibhul jumla. Two types. The A team and the B team. The A team are what? Nouns. So what happens? The noun, these nouns here, this list and this list. These nouns become mudaf and mudaf ilay. The word after is mudaf ilay. So they're like normal mudaf ilay. Mudaf ilay. But the only difference is, in mudaf, the first word, in normal mudafs, the first word is something. Like Masjidur Rasul, Baytullah, Kitabullah. So kitab, bayt, faslul madrasa, ummul walad. In here, all of these are what? Two nouns. In the prepositional mudaf ilayh, the first word is a noun, but it's not like a thing. It's what? A location or a position. Do you understand? So these are also what? Mudaf ilayh. But what's the difference? They're not showing ownership, that one thing belongs to another, or one thing is linked to another. Rather, what do they show? Time and place. And time and place is called zarf. Okay, so let's go over that again. We're discussing shibhul jumla, yes? And a shibhul jumla shows time or place. And there are two types of shibhul jumla, the A team and the B team. The A team of shibhul jumla, they are nouns. And they become mudaf ilayh. But these are not like, these are different to normal mudaf ilayh, because normal mudaf ilayh shows one thing belongs to another. In grammar is mudaf ilayh, but these ones, they show what? Position, location, time. Are you following? Does that make sense? And the B team is what? Particles. This is the B team on the next side. So before we go to the B team, let's try out some practice. So let's go over the meanings. Okay? What does amama mean? If you get confused what amama means, where's the imam? In front. So imam is amam. Ba'da, after. Baina, in between. Tahta, and khalfa. Inda, by fawqa. Qabla, ma'a, and hawla, around. So all of these are nouns, and they're the A team of prepositions. Meaning, what do? They are nouns become mudaf ilayh. Let's try a few examples. Ba'da al-fajri. So ba'da is so how do you tell keep of this? We say ba'da is what? Mudaf ilayh. But it's not a normal mudaf ilayh. What kind of mudaf ilayh is it? Is zarf mudaf ilayh. Shibhul jumla mudaf ilayh. Does that make sense? Yes? Khalf al-bab. Khalfa means behind. So khalfa is mudaf, and this is also mudafun ilayh. But this khalfa is a thing. It's position. So it's not a normal mudaf ilayh. It's a shibhul jumla mudaf ilayh. Correct? In the nas, in the means by. It can also be within certain circumstances. And nas become the mudafun ilayh. But it's not a normal mudaf ilayh. All is the what kind of mudaf ilayh? Shibhul jumla mudaf ilayh. A prepositional mudaf ilayh. Shibhul jumla, or we could call it, what do you call it in English? Prepositions. Do you understand? Okay? Yes? So you understand? So shibhul jumla is something that shows time or place, and in Arabic is called shibhul jumla. And how many types of squads are there for shibhul jumla, for the prepositions? Two. The A team and the B team. The A teams are what? Nouns. So they join to the word after in what kind of structure? Mudaf ilayh. But they're not like normal mudaf ilayh, because the difference is that these are not nouns, these are not things, these are actually what? Time and places. The B team is called the huruful jarra. What's the B team called? Huruful jarra. So the singular is harfun jarrun. So it's man'ud, not. Harf the ajar. What is jarrun mean? We'll do that later. You don't need to know that. Let's learn the meaning. Okay? So harfun jar, when it becomes plural, becomes what? Hurufun jarra. Because harfun huruf is non-human plural. So when you make it plural, it becomes, when you make the nat of it becomes singular feminine. Yes? So huruful jarra is the B team. And the B team, they also show time and place. But these are not nouns, these are what? Particles. Are you following? Do you understand? And remember, and all particles are mabni. They don't change. So for example, all of these particles will remain the same. What's the B team? What are the B team particles of shibhul jumla? Fi. Fi means in. Ala means on. Ila means, this is spelled incorrectly, it's supposed to be here. Ila. Min, from B, with li, for hatta, until, and an, regarding. Do you understand? Okay. Now here, this was really lam, harfun jar, annas. Okay? It should have been written like this. Lam, Alif, then the Nas. But because there's too many of those, they say, you know what, let's take this off. And it comes like this. So when you join Lam harfun jar, which means for, to a word with Alif Lam, what happens to the Alif? It drops off. So Linnas, this is a prepositional phrase, but you don't call it mudafun ilayh. What do you call it? You call it, say, harfun jarun, and you call this the majroor. So the harfun jar and the majroor is just like the mudaf ilayh in a prepositional phrase. But you have to label it differently for certain reasons you understand later on when you get to second and third year. Do you understand? Do you understand? So linnas, what does it mean? For the people. بالقلم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم. علم means to teach. علم, Allah taught, بالقلم, via the pen. So Al-Qalam. So ba, what is it regarding ba? Ba is what? Harfun jar, and Al-Qalam is the majroor. Ila al-isha, until isha. Ila is what? Harfun jar, and isha is what? Majroor. So in the A team, where you have isms, it becomes mudafun ilay. And the B team becomes harfun jar and majroor. Yes? You understand me? So, phrases. We have, how many types of phrases? The ones that match in Arab. The buddies are conjunctions, ma'tuf alayyan, harfu at, ma'tuf alay, harfu at, ma'tuf. The other one is a positive phrase, mubdalun minhu an, badal. Then we have the match in ding, the super buddies are man'ud na'at, and ismul ishara and the musharu ilay. Then these that don't match. First is the normal mudaf ilay, where the two proper noun, two proper things. One thing belongs to another, one thing is linked to another. Okay, the possession, these are the naughty enemies, like mudaf ilay. And then you have the preposition. But preposition comes in how many forms? Two forms. One is the mudaf ilay form, or one is the jar majroor form. Correct? Yes? Or what do we call the prepositions? You got buddies, you got super buddies, we got the naughty enemies, and then we got the loonies. These are loonies. What are these? Loonies. These are even worse than the naughty enemies. You've got to keep them in prison. Don't let them out. You can only let them out at certain times. Yes? It's funny, but keep it in mind. It'll help you later on in the next lesson. Okay, these are what? The loonies. You keep the loonies in prison and you only let them out once in the morning, once in the evening. They're in prison, they're happy, they're in prison, but they're a bit loony. So you only let them out once in the morning and once in the evening. That's it. You got it? Yes? Subhanallah bihamdi subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.